All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning, or whatever time it is for you. I'm pretty much just woke up a little bit ago, but I already watched a video this morning. I watched it on 1.75 speed. I often do that. And it was this woman giving this testimony about her relationship with God and how she used to be an avoidant attachment style, like didn't trust relationships and was addicted to opioids and was really lost in this pattern of negative thinking. Her name is Thace Gibson, so I'll put her video in the comments, append in the comments, because I like putting it there. I don't always know what YouTube does to the algorithms when you put. It's so weird. None of us knows their secret system, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you guys really quick is just my older brother taught me never to make fun of anybody's spiritual path, anybody's spiritual inclination towards God. Now, I have been sharing way more recently my own personal experience with Christ and with what I've been learning about deliverance. And I didn't know. I grew up with so much psychology, and I grew up in the church, but they didn't tell me that people could be delivered from things. Now, I'm not saying there's just some magic cure and you just say, here, you're delivered. You have to turn from these things. But one of the things that Thace was sharing that I wanted to share with all of us was that one of the things that helped her, that's been so similar in my own path, and I hope for you, is to just, she kept trying to move out of addiction. And you guys know from the 5 years, if you've seen any of my videos before, that I was trying to move out of, self-loathing or depression or, feeling that I was only worth someone ghosting me and I wasn't worth something more than that. And we're all worth something more than that, because we know, I use Jesus Christ as an example because he is truly an example. Is he could have taken the nails off. This is what he was showing me in my meditations, is he could have taken the nails off of his cross, but he didn't. And so you ask yourself, he did that for a reason. He stayed on that cross for a reason, not because he's a masochist, but because there's some kind of love that was being conveyed in that. But I'm not here to convince you of that. But what she was saying that I wanted to share here on our channel, on this channel, is I'm like, I give it to God. It's God's channel, because we are all made in the image and likeness of God. And you all know that, women and men, you know that I'm always wanting you to know that you are created in the image and likeness of God, and you are a soul in a body. And no matter where you are in understanding that path, if you're not in the same place that I am, then, I don't put you down at all. I don't want to lead people to new age stuff or occult stuff or anything like that, because I've gone down those paths, and that's it led me to a lot of deception. And but where is my book? I was listening to this book again, called Into the Silent Land, and it's a Christian meditation book, but he's saying a lot of the same things that Thace Gibson was describing. Not everyone is meant to watch her video, but I'll link it in the comments anyway. But in it, I was listening to the epilogue of it last night, and it was talking about this Christian monk who went to an elder at this monastery and was like, what's going on? I'm not being accepted. He felt a lot of rejection. And the monk taught him how to be quiet and observe his thoughts, just like she was describing. Thace was just describing. She learned how to observe her thoughts and so we can have this running thought stream. And if you learn that as a Christian, or you learn that and you're not a Christian, you can observe your thoughts and look at what am I saying to myself and who is the I that's saying that. That's why I have so many videos that are saying, who are you? Because so often we have this running thought stream that we don't even realize is going on. You know, I made a video a long time ago. Well, it wasn't so long ago, 5 years ago or so, for a friend. And I kept showing like, this is who we are. We are like this, you know, these shiny selves, like Jesus was transfigured on the mountain, and how we're meant to be when Jesus says in John 10:10, I come that you may have life and have it abundantly. He says, that's the word Zoe. And C.S. Lewis talks about it again in Mere Christianity. And so it's like God wants to bring us back up into this paradise state, into this renewed state, into this, born again state, back to life. And I call it like this shiny state, where it's in like Daniel 12, it says, and those that bring many to righteousness shall shine like the stars in the heaven, like the firmament. You'll shine. And so I just believe that. And that's why I get my nails this way when I can, to keep reminding myself to stop looking with my physical eyes and keep looking at what the world's saying, or what my programming is saying, or what your programming is saying from childhood. Stop letting that dominate your life. It's not meant to dominate your life. No matter what your faith practice is, that's not meant to dominate your life. Those are just internalized messages we got about ourselves from people that were broken around us, that didn't know how to love us at the time. And I just really appreciated this person's honesty. I appreciate so much when people are just honest about their path. And even if they've reached different, I don't know what conclusions she's reached spiritually. I just appreciate people's honesty about their path and her perseverance to find answers and help other people get answers and help you heal these old wounds that are not meant to dominate and direct your life. You're not meant to be dominated. And but no matter how much she tried to get sober, she kept going back to those patterns for the longest time, until she learned how to observe her thoughts and how to go, oh, this is my subconscious, and you can't with your will overpower your subconscious, is what she saw. But I'm just like, and this isn't about just tell yourself Jesus can help you do it. He can, though, and he will, and he doesn't try to overpower anything. He tries to help you heal all of this. He does that. He said, I came to heal the brokenhearted. So I trust that he came to do that, and he will do that. And he'll do that even without telling you, this is me, Jesus, and I'm healing you. Like C.S. Lewis talks about that, as many people are calling themselves a different religion, but Christ is healing them, and they're already Christians, but they're not yet calling themselves that. Now, I know this is weird. You got to study that and understand what I'm saying. It's not that they won't. And he says, and many people that call themselves Christians still have walked away from the path, and yet are still calling themselves that. And so God, divine love, God is love, or he wouldn't have sent his own son, Jesus, to die for us. I have Jesus hidden underneath this. He's always close to my heart. But he speaks to me through music. He gave me like this weird prophetic voice, if you want to call it, and psychology to speak through music, so that, like he's been saying so much lately, I want to hold your hand. And there's all these verses that go along with that. I think it's in my other journal. I have one from a study journal and one personal one right now going. And anyway, I wish you so much love. All I want is for everybody here. This is all I want, just this, God. Please, can everybody in the world know how loved they are? Know how important your life is here. And that God cares about your personal journey. And even if you don't call it God, I know God is watching over you. Divine love, the same one that created you, that is drawing you back. My heart necklace is over there because this is literally what I slept in. I slept in my clothes last night because and anyway, I didn't have. Anyway, I won't go into it, but sometimes I have my kids and then I don't have my kids, and when they're not here, sometimes I just sleep right here on this couch. So anyway, I already did these prayers with my mom this morning, and it was so sweet. Just know that you can be forgiven for whatever's past, and ask God to keep showing you that, and keep knowing who your real self is, and trust that. Oh, see, I brought my guitar down here. I have Hey Jude and Give a Little Bit of Love to Me, and In God's Country, and Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. That's what I just taught yesterday. Let's just not to stay in the avoidant place, because you're worth real love. You're worth real attachment. You're worth not being anxious, chasing love, and you're worth not running from it. No more runners and chasers. Let's live in intimacy and real true love. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for being here.